me ask you. I know what I gave you. Please tell me what you gave me. Now let me ask you.
Okay, so greetings, guys. We're about to start a new thing. We call it the New African Man. The whole idea behind it is most of the time I feel like Africans, we don't tell our stories, we don't share our ideas. The world talks for us. They describe us, they tell our history, they try to solve our problems. So this is one of those avenues where we just have discussions regularly just to spark a thought, and there'll be very social things. So I have
Stanley's here.
okay.
Youngtown, Big Drew.
Alright.
AKA the Dragon.
Confirm.
Yeah.
So most of the time we'll be bringing in either celebrities or I'll call them experts on the field. So either somebody will be an expert in the field and come and give his opinion, or celebrities who are also role models in our society. So today we'll be talking about why men cheat.
Alright.
Are you comfortable with that?
Why?
Why men cheat?
Why men cheat?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think most women want to understand why men cheat.
The question, why do you want to sell our secrets?
It's not like selling our secrets.
This is not good.
The women want to know, the world wants to know. I even myself, I want to know that questions I ask myself most of the time, like, but why does this happen?
Okay, let me ask you first. Why do men cheat according to you?
We'll get into it. That's what the whole podcast is about. So we'll be talking about it.
Why men cheat?
Why men
Yeah.
cheat?
Oh shit.
So maybe we'll just give our first. How was your week?
Bro, my week has been crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, real G
Yeah.
out in the streets.
Okay.
So we live in day to day, day by day. How do we say?
Cool.
Like,
Young time. How was your week?
Work like Rihanna.
Okay. Okay, same here. My week has just been about the hustle, my job things, my business things, all of that put together. I like to use things like this for therapy, where I just come and speak my mind. I'm not the guy who is usually in the bar or in church trying to pray to solve problems. So I feel like podcasts and things like this is why I speak my mind and then have conversations that can spark up thought. Yeah. So why men cheat? I'll go first, huh?
alright.
Just to set the tone on what we'll be talking about. Recently, we have had an incident. It was like what, yesterday or so, where there was some acts of violence. This girl attacked a baby mama, attacked the side chick. Yeah, and then that just provoked me to like, yeah, we really need to talk about this issue of why men cheat. And my opinion will be very. Most of the time, my opinion is not. It might be shocking. I recall when I was growing up, my mother used to always ask me like, "Are you listening to yourself?" Whenever I always give my own ideas. So it's one of those moments whenever when you hear me talking and you feel like I'm going out of it, just type in the comment section, "Are you listening to yourself?" I'll know that, okay, I went extreme. Sometimes my brain goes faster or it's not in touch with my mouth very well. So I just share
not
this.
listening to himself.
Yeah. So as to why men cheat, I'll also be discussing the incident of yesterday.
Yeah.
I think both of you are aware of what happened yesterday, right?
Yeah, I heard the story. I don't know if I have the
saw the
full story.
video.
If I have the
Oh,
real
the
story.
video.
Yeah, I saw a video too.
Trust you to watch the unedited stuff.
I saw-
I didn't see the video. I saw pictures covered, edited,
No, hey,
so
I
I
saw
was in
the
the safe
real
zone.
I think I saw everything. I think I saw everything.
Okay, so let's dive into it. Why do men cheat? What do you think, Stanis?
Bruh, black men don't cheat.
So why the conversation? What are we talking about?
Alright. Like,
That's Charlemagne's
man,
joke. Yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like cheating has like, I don't know. You have to define like what cheating is.
Okay,
Like,
so
people,
most
like,
of the time, the dictionary definition is an act of dishonesty or unfair order to gain an advantage.
Exactly. We'll talk about that. And we'll also talk about like why do people even have to go through that stress.
Yeah.
You understand now? Because we know that what's better than one?
Two. Nigga.
Is it that hard for people to understand? Like, you tested this shit, you know it's good. You want another one. Like,
That's your reason why you think men cheat.
Of course, that's like, okay, now there are certain things that I feel like people cheat for many reasons. Like, you cannot just say, like, why do men cheat? Like, it's just all about wanting more and wanting something different, wanting another thing. Like, you have a house, you want another house. You have a car, you want another car.
Okay.
It's just from that. But now society has its way of like, when it comes to relationship, I guess that's why we're talking about it, because it has to come down between a man and a woman. that's causing problem for me. Like, if we want to look at situations, individual situations, then it's going to be very complex to tell why do men cheat, because every man has a reason.
But I want to move it away from the idea stage. Why do you cheat? Or do you cheat? And why
I don't
do you
cheat. I just
Oh, you
told
don't
you
cheat?
that black men don't cheat. I'm a black man.
Okay.
I
The shows are
don't. I don't
very
cheat. Hi,
He
babe.
does not cheat.
I don't cheat.
Have you ever cheated
Of course, I have. It's
Why
it's
did
not
you
cheat
cheat?
like-
in past tense?
Why
On the
did
same
you-
side.
All right. Okay, this is personal. I'm going personal right now.
Yes.
All right. I have this girl. She's like everything that a man would want of a woman, but she's lacking in some parts. Like, for example, maybe if she doesn't know how to cook Ero, and also happens to love Ero so much, and there's this other girl that does it
I have a
better.
question.
Yep.
You understand?
So when you go out,
Yes.
do you go and find a girl's cook you arrow?
You can go for that, but that you are not the one to determine if the
No, but the
relationship
point
is
is,
on that.
people go out for so many reasons.
Yes, for
But
example.
they end up, when we're talking about cheating,
Yes.
I'm guessing it's sexual.
No, but coming back to his point
Sexually,
though,
not-
other things lead to other things. So he might go for the arrow
I'll go for
and
the
then
arrow
now
and she's saying that I cannot give you arrow like that. We
Okay,
have
so
to
when
be.
you-
she does not
when-
even say
we
they
have
just
to
lead
do-
So when
naturally.
you cheated because of arrow.
Nah, hypothetically. But that's a reason, bro.
No, but give us your
that's
reason.
the
Why
reason.
did you cheat when you cheated in the
Bro,
past
you're
tense?
gonna get a lot of people hurt if I say that, right?
No, I think definitely she
No, I
knows.
think let's keep it general.
Yes, let's keep it general. Let's keep it general.
Because like
I'm
me,
just
right?
saying, I'm just trying to explain like that it's because you miss something from the person you are with.
Yeah.
You are going in for that thing. Also, some people date just because they want to hang around your type of friends, your type of car. They want that out.
Yeah.
They want to be on red carpets.
Facts.
They want to.
Facts.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Some girls will date you for that, but when it comes to other like staying in your house or nothing, she has her other man that she loves like that.
Yeah.
You understand? But for you, she likes also this part of life, and she knows she cannot have that without you guys being in a relationship. That's just.
But maybe just to set a certain stage in my own idea. Because most of these things, I'll go and read it historically, psychologically, and all of those things, right? I feel like Africans will have a disconnect. So religiously, I will not.
Why do you bring it down just to Africans?
I want to talk as an African, and as I said, the title of the podcast is the New African Man.
All right.
So we
okay,
want
alright,
to
then.
say what we feel as Africans. There are various factors which polygamy was to an extent accepted in Africa.
Is.
Okay. But for religious reasons, I will not advocate for it. But for
Polygamy was
social
in primary
reasons,
school.
I might. Now, there are three reasons which I feel like why men cheat. I have miscommunication, I have financial issues, and then I have the normalization.
With religious issues, let me just specify,
Yeah.
not to cut you off, that it's just Christianity and it's just Christianity. Because other religions do accept.
Yeah, but you know,
Like, you have
predominantly
more than-
in our
you
area
have more than
it
one
is.
relationship.
No, but
If
even
you
in the
can
other
take
religions,
convention.
when they accept that they have more than one, when they get 2 or 3, they see cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. It boys from that. How do they cheat?
No, but that's
How
why
do you
I
cheat
was
from
going to the
polygamy?
point
How do
of.
you know that person I'm cheating on is not the person I want to bring home?
I was going to the point of communication though,
It's a communication.
where I said, and this is why I'll be going crazy now. When I say miscommunication is I feel like people don't set the tone. We have had this conversation sometime before informally where I was saying, for me, cheating,
Before
as
you
I
say
read
that,
the...
let me see, are you listening to yourself?
Okay. Okay, now I'm listening to myself.
In the comments.
So
All right.
I said it before, cheating is acts of dishonesty, where you tell lies or to have an unfair advantage.
Okay.
But if you have already told a girl
Okay. This.
that
I'm a cheat.
you are going to, not that you're a cheat, you are not a cheat because you have told her.
Okay.
So once you have told the girl that I'm going to see other girls or have more than one wife, you are no longer cheating.
That's what Kanye West said.
So that's why I said it's issues of communication. Men feel like, and that's why I said
It's
this is a
kind of
very
like
important.
from betrayal. Like we set up to be like this, no cheating, no seeing other third parties, but you went ahead and started seeing that. That's
Communication,
okay,
yeah.
that's
But there I
betrayal.
also feel like men are somehow in a trap though, because society has set standards which we all know that people are not maintaining it. That's why the third point I reached was normalization of cheating. So some of the most influential men in the world, we have seen them cheat. Religious men are cheating. Politicians are teaching. The richest men are cheating. We hear, what's his name? Bill Gates had his own scandal. That's a very smart guy, a very respectable guy. How did he end up cheating? Bill Gates, politician, did the same thing.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
This other guy, what's his name? In Nigeria recently, we had this other guy who he's having a court case now.
Davido.
Two-Face every day. Davido. So all of the role models, you begin to wonder now, like, Ito.
Sorry.
So you begin to wonder, we have normalized it to an extent. A young man growing up looks at it like, okay, we just should not talk about these things, but this is how men roll.
Yeah.
And that's the most uncomfortable part about cheating for me.
Yeah.
I feel like it has been normalized behind the scene. And it's like women don't know that it has been normalized. Women sit in their corners.
Yeah, but women too have normalized cheating lately.
That will be another podcast when women will say theirs. I feel like for now, let's just keep it to men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why men cheat. And I feel like it has been normalized. And then the last thing I raised was financial. That's why I'll go a little bit more psychological with it, or maybe academic with it. I feel like back in the day, I was just having this discussion with Stanis outside. We're looking at some chicken, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
Where one cock wanted to go on the hen, and then one other cock came and pushed it away, and then drove all the other cocks, and then went first. And I was telling Stanis, like, if you look at this thing,
Yeah.
there is that male dominance where all the hens are comfortable to submit to the main dominant cock. The whole of the animal kingdom, you see that. There's a silverback, what's his name? Baboon or whatever, the silverback. It controls all the females. Now with human beings, back in the day, we had stories like Okonkwo, who used to farm yam very well, and he have many wives.
Yeah.
And all the women even want to be his third wife, sixth wife. Now it has become about money. So once a man has money, you are now that dominant male. And then all the female want to be with you for various reasons. In those days, it will mean that he can feed you, he can protect you physically, he can guarantee the survival of the offspring, and that also translates to, it means that he has strong gene. So for natural selection reasons, that's biology, genetics, we want the survival of the strongest gene.
Yeah.
So the female is attracted to the person with the strongest physical survival gene. Hence, all the females want to reproduce with that person.
Yeah.
So it's not so much about just the cheating. It's also about the genetic survival of the human race.
Okay.
So I'm not saying that I'm supporting cheating. I'm just trying to look at various avenues
that's
where
one reason though.
yeah, it
Because
could
now
be
there-
causing
there are
those
other,
things.
There are other outlets, why women can cheat, for example, money, fame, power, like
All
yes,
of those things, I will liken them more to the genetic.
I think
Power.
that I buy his point. The point is down to the contract that you guys are getting into. When you're getting into
Communication.
a relationship, that people are getting into open relationships.
Yeah.
That people are getting into relationships where you say that this is what I stand for. This is what society stands for. It's true, but this is what I want. And if you want me, you should know that this is how I am. So in that case, when you get into the relationship and act like that, there's nothing. It's not cheating.
Yeah.
It's not actually.
Yeah, it's not cheating because you are not hiding it. You have said it. You are not being dishonest.
But the reason why it's cheating is actually because the human nature is different from what society has set to be nature.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To you get so
Exactly.
what society is deeming to be how a relationship should be is not actually how people feel inside, and it's not just for the man, it's for both the male
and the female.
and the female.
Yeah.
But now it's not just a question of where people don't admit the truth.
Yeah.
I admit that this is how I really feel inside. I would have loved to have you. Maybe I love you, but then I'm attracted to so and so and so and so and so person. Like they say, men cheat like they're going shopping because it does not really mean a thing.
No
to them.
attachment to it,
Because
yeah.
love is different from sexuality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just feel like down to it, men cheat just because they are sexually attracted to another female, and the relationship that they are in is not permitting them to be able to explore those options. It's not a thing of love.
And just even like there's this is more of a joke and push nothing me serious. Like there's a saying in French where they say there's a saying in French where they say un homme ne trompe pas sa femme, il se trompe de femme.
It's a Trump platform.
Did you get what that means?
Break it down. I love saying.
So it's saying that in English, a man does not cheat But in French, it really makes sense because of the rhyming. Un homme ne trompe pas sa femme, il se trompe de femme. So a man does not cheat on his fam and his wife. He just mistakes the wife to be with now.
Yes.
God damn.
And at times people
He's
look
just
at
confused.
it. He's just confused. Let me guess, that's a better word. He's just confused of which one to go with. Okay, now let's come to the incident that happened yesterday. The bushfalla guy, I heard he's in Dubai. He has a main chick and a side chick.
I don't even know if that's.
And then that's where, like, when I listened to that story, girls were really animated about
He
it.
has a side chick and a
Main chick, a baby mama, yeah.
Young was saying,
chick.
Young was saying
main chick
something
on the side.
about societal standards.
Yep.
Like what
That's what I wanted to go
you
to.
can actually say that this is how I roll.
Yeah.
You understand? But now you have to also accept that you are living in a society, and society
Yeah.
is definitely supposed to be with rules and regulations and standards.
Yeah.
If not, everybody will just do anything. You understand now? So you cannot just dismiss the fact that the society has to exist and with its rules and regulations and standards that they are setting for community. At times it's coming to solve a lot of problems, you understand? Because you can actually sue somebody for cheating on you. If you
Yeah,
are
I
married to
saw
that person.
something recently somewhere.
Yes,
yeah.
you understand now.
Yeah.
Like you just
Well,
need
you
to
can
have
sue
proof.
somebody for cheating on you if you're not married, even though you're not married.
No, it's when you're married.
When you are married, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That society standards now is to legalize that okay, you are married to this man, I'm married to this woman, I'm married to, you understand, this other person.
So don't touch her.
No,
So
but-
if you cheat and I have evidence against you, I can actually sue you.
Stan, it's coming back to the incident of yesterday, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I'm coming back
Okay,
to
so
that.
yeah.
So I'm just saying that okay, that's society, but society has leveraged it to marriage. You understand now?
Yeah.
You that are not married in the first place. Now, which legal backing do you?
So that's what
have?
was troubling me the whole of
So
yesterday.
it's cheating about the legality of cheating.
No, it's not about that. We're talking about this
No.
particular case of yesterday
What-
where I was like, since when did a baby mama become a legal authority and a very moral position from which you are now fighting side chicks? You are technically just a side chick, but with a little more advantages and 2 more gallons by having a baby.
Let's say even you are the main. Like let's say even you are the main.
No, but you are not the wife,
The only
though.
reason, that's what I'm saying, that the only thing that can make you the main is those documents. You understand now? That have legalized the fact that you are married to this man. That's what makes you the main. You cannot be dating a guy and you say that this guy is the main guy. That's between you and the guy. It doesn't concern the society.
And
it doesn't
even,
concern any other third
What if you
person.
ask that guy and then he says that you are the side chick and she is the
The
main?
main. To him.
Who should be attacking
No,
who
but
now?
in this case,
Yeah.
actually she was the main chick.
Why?
Why?
Why do you
Because
feel
of the
like she was
guy's
the main?
stance in relation to both girls. Even the chick that was beaten
Yes.
admitted that she was the side.
She
No,
knew.
but let's understand
No.
now, how are you defining the side and the main?
Side chick here doesn't
It's
mean
not
that.
the big-
It means that the one
it's not
that
like it's not like everybody will have a girl, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna publish that. I have a man and this is the side. You get. It's more of okay, I'm in a relationship with this person. Now the person coming next, does
Yes.
the person know that you are in a relationship or not? If you lie to the person, that's depending on the if the guy lies to the girl.
The girl, yeah.
Yeah.
That's depending on him now, which one is the main, which one is
The side, yeah.
the side. But in the eyes of everybody
Yeah.
that he was relating with, this was the main.
Of course, he has a child with that one, but who
No,
knows
not
the
just the child,
relationship? Who knows the relationship that
You might have a
is,
closer
maybe
relationship
we
with
are-
this other
People
single
are baby
girl.
mamas every day. You understand? You can have a relationship
People
with this
leave their
person.
wives
Yeah.
and go and have
Exactly.
better relationships with girls in the streets. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, it's established in society that this is the person.
In
that
this
dating.
case now,
No,
the girl- what
but like what
established
Stanley
the fact that
started
that girl
Okay,
is the
the
main?
girl that you are dating, right?
Yes.
Everybody, your friends,
Yeah.
your friends, society, like people that you relate with, associates, know that this is your girlfriend. But you
Yeah.
might have maybe another girl that maybe
No, but that's my problem though.
No.
The other girls, all of you people are all side chicks, all of you are all girlfriends.
Until I'm married,
Nobody is better than the other.
Yeah, you cannot
That
place
position
one
of
over the
side
other.
chick was in comparison to a wife.
Yes.
At no point should a baby mama now become
Just-
a position of reference.
Just so that you know that the podcast listeners, tell them, are they hearing themselves?
No, but it's moral facts though.
Are you listening to
It's
yourself?
moral facts.
No.
Is this
Look at it, this is my
entitlement that
point.
this is the entitlement that I want to kill now because it's common now. All
Stanley-
these girls think that they have a main guy,
Main
they have
guy,
a
you
side
are-
guy,
yeah.
and these guys feel like they
Biggie
have.
has,
No,
Biggie has said something important. He has said that all these things boil down to the social contract
Yeah.
and what you said to the person.
Yeah.
You get. If you make a girl believe that you are my main chick, you are my girl.
Yes.
It's only normal that she starts pushing away people that she believes that are not.
Yeah.
You understanding? Are not beneficial to that contract. You get. So now, if that girl believed that she was the main chick, it was due to what the guy had convinced her or told
Or their
her.
story, or their experience, or whatever they have been through. The number of years.
Somebody does not just go through shit with you. And
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That
Exactly.
even that going through shit does not validate you
You to
as
think that
the
you're
main.
yeah.
You understand that?
By shit we mean things.
In your mind,
We
in
mean
your mind
things.
now, in your mind,
Yeah.
right? In your mind, whatever you are going, you are dealing with that person. That's you and that person. It's not the society. It's not a third party. It's not this girl that the guy was seeing. You understand now?
Yeah.
Those people are free until you are married. Then now they can even sue you. If
And
you
I
know that.
even feel like Moliko has, for those who don't know, Moliko is a part of Boya and is where we are all based, and that's where things are happening in Boya, Cameroon. Moliko has a different moral standard from the rest of Boya,
Agree.
where lots of things.
Why?
People are not people like you hear the stories of people dating other people having three
First of all-
side chicks,
first of
all
all,
these small boys. So the
there's too much-
standard of
there's too much access to cash, less responsibility, so freedom for the mind to explore.
University.
and at a very young age,
Yeah,
where they don't
very
even have a certain level of judgment.
Exactly.
So the moral standards is very shocking. I was asking myself like, but did this girl really think that she's going to violate this other girl in the various ways she did, and nothing will happen?
She did not think about it up to that space. That's just to say that is this like Asisi Moliko, the people are young.
It's not new. This one is just fresh, but we have seen videos over the years. We have seen videos of girls beating other girls in their rooms and
Yeah.
humiliating them. You understand? And we have seen these things, but
Yeah.
all in the name of you are dating my guy. You are
No,
dating
but we have
my guy.
seen
I don't want to
fights
see you
before. We
with
have
my
seen
guy.
beating.
Wait, so what
Yes,
are you
yeah.
guys telling girls? You're telling girls that don't beat any girl in the name of you're dating my guy, or don't claim any guy.
Don't claim any guy for me though.
Bro,
Okay,
you
what are you
don't
saying?
have the right now to do that girl, the main chick.
Okay,
let's put it
keep
in
the
quotes.
beating aside.
The main chick does not have.
Do
any-
girls have the right to claim a guy? Like this is my guy.
What does
They're not
claiming
married.
mean? Break
Do
down
you
your
know that
claiming
that guy
every day.
can get married to the side chick?
I agree.
And now who
I'm
becomes
asking
the
that
side
then.
chick?
I'm asking that then.
And she becomes a
Yes,
main.
the main,
You
yeah.
have not answered my question though.
Yes.
I'll answer then. Do you think girls should be able to claim a guy? I said that this is my guy.
What
Why?
does my
Why?
guy mean?
Why? The guy needs to validate that for you.
That's
Or
what I'm saying.
respect
But,
it,
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
These problems come due to the fact that the guy has validated to them that you are my girl.
Yes.
You get.
Yes.
He's not saying you are one of my girls.
He
If
said you are my girl.
if you get into a relationship with a girl and make her to know that you are one of my girls, I've had that type of relationship before
Yeah,
where,
yes.
where I'm like you are one of
Yes.
you get, and the
Well,
girl
you're a
never.
celebrity now.
No, that's young time speaking. Young time speaking.
Nigga was like, you are just one of
That was before. That was before.
Are you listening to yourself?
That was before.
Let's ask him now.
Before?
My,
Alright, okay, it's okay. Let's not get into that. I'll get
Anyway,
it.
my point is, if the guys were honest to the girls, this whole
Yeah.
question will not even come in context because the girl will know her place.
You know
this,
that
this girl's being the side chick.
Yeah.
This is the question: could she come and beat that
The
main
main
chick
chick.
because of the notion that this guy had made her to understand that you are on the side.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the main. So there's no rapport
I've
for
seen,
them to come and.
I've seen side chicks who do that though.
No,
They
they will
attack
fight.
the
They
because
attack the main,
No, they'll
right?
fight. They'll attack the main. But attacking the main from the point of view that.
But
I'm
generally,
the side.
guys, just to
Not
set,
really in their mind.
just
they
ask
know
a question instant.
They know that this guy
Do
is
we
neglecting
think-
me because of you and he's your baby and they attack you.
Do we think that
That's when
African men
Yeah.
cheat more than other men, other continents, other races?
No, I don't think that.
No, but
I
African
don't think
men,
you can measure it.
sheesh.
I don't think that you can measure. I told you guys at
No,
the
no,
beginning
no.
that.
No, why I said Africa because when we are
Honestly,
African,
feel African men cheat more.
No.
what I wanted to drive at is like
Americans.
if you go by that my theory of power, ability to provide, right? Because of poverty, with the least resources, many more women want to come to you.
Yeah.
Imagine if you gave Bill Gates money to a young man here in Boya, it's going to be scandal.
Exactly my point.
Not
So,
really.
at times
I
I'm
don't
feeling
think-
like-
I don't think that. I think when you have some certain. Let's not call names though. But when you have certain, when you have a certain amount of money,
Yeah.
a certain number of security and filter that you can build around you. You know, people will
Can
not
you
know,
really
like,
build
But
filter against women?
Stanis, to be honest,
Yeah.
the way our society is moving,
Structure,
the
yeah.
way our society is structured, there's less accountability.
That's another second
Which
factor.
generally means that when there's more money here, the man is liable to cheat
Wild.
more.
Because I'm not
let-
even cheat here.
look
Like,
at-
I don't know if I have that kind of money.
Look at what
would I
Arkele
doing, boy?
went. Look at what Arkele went through.
Because one, right,
see
divorce
what
here
Arkele-
in Cameroon
you
is
see what
not
Arkele went
as
through?
dangerous as
That's
divorce
because
out
the
there.
society is structured in a way to call for
There are laws,
accountability.
checks and balances.
But those same things that he did, if somebody did here, it should just go on scene,
Or not.
Yeah.
on notice.
Yeah, because why our systems are corrupt now. For
Yeah.
example, you can't meet me and give you a small 100,000.
So based
Close
off
the
of that argument,
There's a high tendency of
African men
African men
cheat
to
more.
cheat more. Not because by
allowed
nature,
to cheat
not
more.
because you
Yeah,
want to put it
honestly,
allowed,
okay,
maybe.
wait.
Not by
If
nature,
you're pro-
but
if
the
you're pro-
conditions just favor
Do
them
you
to
know
cheat
that
more.
even whites came when the white man can come here and act the same and will
Yeah, very correct.
Of course,
very
but
correct.
what-
doesn't mean that
No.
now that
That's why I
No,
said
we're not
it's
saying
not
that-
out of their
no.
nature,
His question
but
is
the
not this.
conditions.
His question is not that there.
no, I cannot just say that
No.
Africans
Stanis-
cheat more than
Stanis-
The
and just
conditions
leave
in
it there.
Africa
his question-
permit
his-
African
look,
men
yes,
to
Stanis-
cheat more. Hence,
yes,
African men cheat
You are
more.
answering a different question. His
Okay,
question is
yeah,
not
yeah.
which men have a tendency to cheat more. His question is as things are now.
Now.
Which men
Cheat more.
Do you think now if whites were in this country,
No, that's a,
That would be another thing. That would be
we're
another
talking
thing.
about,
But
we're
said
talking
now
about
according
the
to
way that
Africa.
the countries are
Okay.
placed.
Yeah. So
Which
anyway,
men cheat
let's
more?
just say in Africa, because if you take a black man and put, he will not mess up the same way
me
that
ask
he's
you-
messing up
let me
here
ask you a
because
question.
he'll be held.
Let me ask you a question. Look at the superstars, for example, abroad, in the US, Asia, and other countries,
Yeah.
and the superstars in Africa. Now, judging from people that have power and fame, both
Yeah.
ways, which one cheat more?
I will not. I cannot tell.
my guy, African
No,
men
you
cheat.
can tell.
They
You
cheat
don't want to
recklessly.
Let me just say. Let
They
me say
cheat
for
with
example.
no
Please,
fear.
Please do tell.
For example, now.
Yeah.
For example, like Chris Brown has a baby.
Yeah.
It's not with a girl he was dating.
Yes.
Drake. Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Can go and so on. That's
No,
just
no, no,
that's
no,
just
no, no.
celebrity.
There are girls that they have dated.
No.
No, they
Chris
dated
Brown
them.
They did.
Chris
No,
Brown
but
did not
for-
date. Chris Brown did
Drake-
not date. Chris Brown did not date.
Drake's
Drake did
own
not
was
date.
a one
Drake
night
did not
kind
date.
of
Chris
thing. It
Brown
was not an
did
official
date-
thing.
Chris Brown did not date that girl.
Okay.
Chris Brown was dating this girl,
Karuchi.
Karuchi at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for example. You
Yeah.
understand? And now it's at that level.
No, we are not saying that.
You understand? Now
We're
with
not saying
all the
that.
protection, because you know you don't just get into a party where
Okay, let me ask you a
it's like
question.
that.
Do
have
you
to
do
be
you
somebody-
are you ahead of Fela?
And, of
Did you know
course,
how Fela used to move?
I know.
Do you know any other celebrity in this world who played around with
Like
girls
him,
like
like-
Fela?
No, I will not say that. I'll just count Bob Marley's children, then I'll tell you that.
No, but Mali had many children with different women, but he did not outrightly Fela. I heard he used to have with 12 wives
12.
in
Yeah,
a room,
25.
20-something girls all in a
Yes,
room.
yeah.
They were officially his. They were dancing for him. He calls the other wife to come and help this one, so it was official.
The girls will come to him, just like you explained before.
I have a question.
Even
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
this question.
Even R. Kelly. These girls came
R.
to
Kelly was a
R. Kelly.
different mindset.
You know
I
why?
have this question. No, it's not even a question. It's an assertion. Look, those people in most of those other countries, they don't have the possibility to cheat compared to us here because of the fact that they have something to lose, especially men in power.
Yep.
You get they stand to lose more.
They have
So
power to, they have money to back that up.
No, but there are laws that will check
no, there
them.
are laws that will check them.
Let me give you an example, right? Out there, divorce. When you divorce, the woman can
lose
easily take
money.
the child. You lose money, you lose your house. Here, there are many cases where I heard African men go out there and cheat. Once the wife wants to start suing, he comes back to Cameroon. Say,
Yes,
come and
yeah.
try here.
Yes.
The law protects him here. You might not even have those children. He's not giving you any dime for no support
Exactly.
anywhere.
So-
He's under serious negotiations. And every time you annoy him, he cuts down that money.
So we need to actually conclude
Like a black man cheat.
why do men cheat?
See, so I feel like let's be giving our closing. We have maybe like 5 minutes to round up. Let's just be giving our closing lines as to why we think men cheat. And is there any solution? You just give your closing lines why you think men cheat and any
Let's tell the
solution.
solution. They
Yeah,
should
let's
just,
start
they
this, go
should just
first.
legalize polygamy and just everybody will be fine.
The polygamous marriages are legal. But the problem is that
And polygamous men still cheat.
And polygamous men still cheat.
How do you say that they cheat?
They cheat
Because they go out of the wives that have, the
Look
10
like-
wives they have married
look
and
like
they go out to other
the
girls.
women are gaming the law system.
What if the girl I'm going to see I want to marry?
That's what I'm saying. That the women.
And then because
Yeah, of course.
So every girl you go and cheat is a potential wife they are trying to bring.
that's a potential wife.
No, but till you marry her,
until proven,
till you marry her, you should not start having sexual
The women
relationship.
are
with her.
gaming. The truth is that the women are gaming the law system. You want you want to be polygamous.
Yeah.
And then that girl keeps it so she in fact in the room she makes you understand that you need to be just you and her, like to keep it real, and then you fall into that system and be like, okay, I'll not lie to you. And
Okay,
when you're
but
by yourself now, you're like, oh shit, what did I do?
So what's your solution you propose?
I'll propose a solution. The first part is that being in a relationship that you don't lie. You just say that, okay,
This is
I'm
how I
with
roll
you,
here.
this is what I will do. And if you are not d'accord, I'll pull back.
Yeah.
That's it. But the truth is that most of those relationships in our society work for people that have maybe money, power, or fame, or
Which
or
should
all
not
of
be
them.
the case though.
Which should not be the case.
Yeah.
So girls, if you don't want your guys to
So
cheat,
economic,
Just
looking at it from
let him
an
tell you the
economic,
truth.
why
Yeah.
would a
As
poor
is.
man have many?
So
women that
my
he-
own concluding line will be in the direction of same thing. Short term, I will say communication, proper communication. Tell the girl the truth. This is how I wrote this, like that. Long term, I feel like we need to start having certain social conversations, men and women. Like I earlier said,
But you want your sister to go into that kind of relationship.
I want my sister to go into an honest
I want my
relationship,
sister to
whatever
say
it
exactly.
is.
A happy,
Honest relationship, whatever it is. Because most of the
guy
time,
tells him like, yo,
most of the time, Stan,
seen 100.
it's an honest thing. If they're happy,
I'll
it's
tell my
fine.
sister that he's seen 100 other girls.
Are you okay
want
with
to do
it? You're fine, go ahead. Because most of the time,
Okay.
Stanis, we say that it is monogamous, but those men are there with 5 different women,
Exactly.
and then everybody is stressed. The children have
And,
issues
the,
and
and,
all
and the
that
woman is going to get high blood
for no reason.
because of the dishonesty, not because the guy is cheating.
Yeah.
Maybe she would have accepted it a long that my boyfriend or my husband cheats and then he's done.
So for
You know?
me, it's this kind of conversations
Alright,
that we
so-
should start having, and then there's a next level to this. The new African man. We are going to bring girls or women on board so that we also hear their side of the story on topics like this, so that they also give it, and it's going to be more dynamic and interesting because
I just want to know.
now we can be having a monologue here. We are talking from the same perspective. We are all men.
Yeah.
It favors
We need-
us
we need-
if
we
we
need the
can
girls
have
to check us.
many wives and many girlfriends and whatever. But if you have girls on the other side, and at times to
We need a
also
feminist.
yeah, no, feminists are too wide up at this table.
You know we do.
If we have feminists, we need to
We'll
put a
discuss that
chain
one
and then we'll
day.
put some security standing there because feminists, they're
got a
aggressive.
Nah.
So for me, the girls also need. I feel like in society we need to be having warm water situations. This guy is cold, this guy is hot. We come in the middle and it's warm. So the girls need to also understand that this is how men think. This I always tell people like the same society which was fabricated or the rules were fabricated of a man's brain of his advantages cannot work in your favor if the man does not. We don't change the way we are thinking as a society.
Let me get a glass of water.
Yeah. So for me, I just always tell people like they need to sit up and then have those conversations because it gets
Honesty.
uncomfortable.
It's just based on honesty, bro.
Yeah.
Just be honest. Yeah.
So I just feel like we need to have those hard conversations where we are sensitizing people. We are telling the women like this is how this thing is. The woman says no, I prefer this. Back and forth, because
Yeah.
before things came to where they are now, and I always tell people like I want to have many more of these kind of conversations because Africa is somehow lost.
So this is the question.
Yes.
Will you like women to sensitize you guys that we want to cheat? They want to cheat. Not they want to cheat.
They want
They
to
want to
legalize the fact
They
that
want
they
to
want to
just
cheat.
yes.
So I will be okay with that, but I have arguments against that. I feel like so I know the people will insult me and say whatever
You
they want
want
to
to
say.
order what you want.
No, it's not a matter of do want to order. There are biological
Our
and
nature-
the most
our
the
nature does not permit
better the
us-
best logical argument is a natural explanation as to why
in
things
some,
are that
in
way.
some systems, that natural explanation goes for the fact that more, for example,
Women
one,
sure.
one woman
No,
has more husband.
no, it does not work that
In
way.
some- yeah,
let me
in
give you
some
two. Let me give you two arguments, and then tell me why you think that women should cheat. One, they say emotionally a woman can get attached. I'm not a woman, I cannot prove that. But at least biologically, there's an issue. You as a man, you as a woman, you can always be sure.
That one penny.
Wait, let me go. Biologically, you as a woman,
Yes.
you can be sure that this is your child.
Yes.
Me as a man, I cannot be sure that that is my child. If you have multiple partners, so genetically, one woman had to stay with one man so that man knows that this is my child. But you, the woman, cannot have make the mistake of this is my child because you carry the baby.
Okay, let me ask the question again. Okay, if you know that. If,
Oh, let me just
if
ask
the
you a
woman
question.
can prove.
No,
that
wait,
this
let me
is
ask you a
your
question,
child,
Young.
this-
I want us to go back to
this
the natural
technology.
setting. In those days where it was early man, you could not prove those things. The best way to know that this was your child was if you are the only man that she has been with. If not, it's confusion in the society.
Exactly.
So those were the foundations upon which humanity started thinking, and we built some of these laws,
Yes.
which we cannot just go unless we sit and then we rethink the new laws based
Yeah,
on the new
that's true,
technology.
that's true.
But for a woman, it is a
true.
problem when you cheat because now you don't know who is the father of this child, who will protect this child, who should fend for this child. But for a man, he can know that this is the woman I'm with, this is the woman I'm with.
But then some laws come up with the fact that things are evolving, and now that things have evolved to prove that
This is your
the-
father.
Paternity kind of things, yeah.
DNA.
Exactly. Can they feel free to cheat?
So that's one example. And before we want to change things, we need to sit and have conversations. I tell people like, I miss those days, I was not in those days. But I feel like there were those days when we had the great Greek philosophers who would sit on a table and then like almost 10 hours, there's an audience and are debating as to why men should cheat. Do you think God exists? Do you think we need to do this? When you brainstorm, we elevate our thinking and we actually think as to why we are doing this thing. But 90% of Africans today are just doing things because I saw my mother doing it. My mother was doing this, my father was doing this, and they move it on. They don't think about it. So some of these conversations is just for us to sit here and actually think. And I'm sure even after you guys go back, you'd have surely learned something.
Of
And then
course, I have.
you start thinking as to why am I really doing this thing? Why? And those whys help us to get better solutions. It's not trying to justify it for one side or the other. It's just to spark that thought process as to why are we doing this thing. So I think we would like to round up there. This was the New African Man. It's the first time thing. We are going to improve as we get into the moving train. But yeah, the important thing is just to spark this conversation. Even if it's just the audio, even if it's in a bar, you guys should have this conversation. Why do men cheat? Comment section, feel free to attack the guys. Young Time is the one who said that he had a relationship where he had many girls.
That was them.
Stanis is the one who said that
because of
he
Eru,
cheated because of Eru.
You
So
know.
feel free to tell them like,
Because of Eru.
if Eru is your
It happens,
problem,
it
then you have
happens, man.
problems.
I love that Eru so much, and she gave me a condition. Like,
So for the
one
girls,
by
you
Eru,
know,
we have
Stanis is
to
a
be
celebrity,
together.
Young Time is a celebrity. I'm just your humble servant ambassador out here. If you want to have Stanis cook nice Eru, invite him and then
You know,
maybe you
I
have the
did
celebrity.
not mention like that.
I'm married.
Yeah.
Okay, we out. See you next week.
Don't forget to subscribe.
All right.
Yep.